We back. We back.
We live.
Dang,
Like we
what's
never
good?
left. Like we never left.
What's good, tribe? It's your boy Mash, aka Dispute God Drip Drip. I'm with the Sophisticatedly Ratchet tribe. And Happy New Year's, tribe. We miss you. It's been a whole year we've been together, and we're looking forward to many, many more. Real quick, I want to do a quick intro, introduce you to my gang. All right, I got my man Flash the Philosopher here. We got Shake the Wanderer. We got my girl Little Mo, don't ever zone her shit. And we got the legendary Ice Queen. All right, welcome to join us, Sophisticatedly Ratchet Podcast. Yo, all right, so we're going to swing over to our favorite segment. We need to get our chakras in alignment. Typically, we do this. We have a good friend of mine. She's the honorary cleanser. All right, well, let me get this banner down. Let me do my.
And she wearing all white today and shit.
Hold
Okay.
on.
Okay.
All the wrong buttons. Let me get rid of that. All right, so yeah, my nigga's the cleanser. All right, if you having your shit's fucked up, she gonna unplug you. All right, you know how she do it. She here to ring a bell. She's here to ring a bell. All right, no bad days.
Oh gosh.
It's gonna be a great ass day because I said it was gonna be a great ass day. I won't accept nothing else. Nothing bad will enter my day. Say that shit like you mean it. Howl it. No bad days.
Oh, gang.
No bad days, tribe. We are all at choice. You get to choose whether today's going to be a good day or a bad day, and you get to choose a good day, okay? Take some time for yourself today. It's midweek. It's Wednesday. Happy Wednesday and Happy New Year.
Facts.
Give yourself the gift of some self-love. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you guys the root chakra, which is located at the base of the spine. Flash likes to say this is the gooch area.
Gooch.
It's represented by the color red. And the root chakra represents your foundation, your stability, your safety. Some affirmations that you can focus on are, I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. I'm safe, I'm stable, I'm secure. My experiences and lessons have strengthened my foundation. What have you learned? What have you experienced? All of those things have helped you create your foundation. Your ancestors have put you here. You were supposed to be here in this very moment, listening to this podcast at this very moment as well. So if any of those affirmations resonate with you, take some time for yourself in this moment. We're going to close our eyes if you're able to close your eyes while you're listening. We'll take a nice deep breath in. Well, people that are driving, people that are maybe at work, but take some time for yourself. So you're going to take a nice deep breath in.
Clench your gooch.
And we're going to hold it for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. Drop your shoulders down. I'm manifesting abundance for each and every one of you guys this year. Happy New Year, tribe.
Happy New Year. That was great. Good job.
Great.
Good
Thank
job.
you.
I felt that.
And I also want to say, I don't cleanse anything. It's all up to you guys, tribe. So when you know better, you do better. So it's for you to focus on these affirmations and making yourself better, right?
Mm-hmm.
What you mean you don't cleanse anything? Like,
yeah, I can't cleanse anything for you. When I ring the singing bowl, no, it's for us to be aware of our shortcomings or whatever's coming up for us and to create change in our lives. We all have that power within us.
okay, I ain't mad at
Yeah,
that.
it's not for me to do it for you. I just want to say that, but yeah.
All right.
I know we joke when you say, "Oh, she gonna cleanse us," and I get it, but yeah, we all have the personal power to create what we need.
I'm letting you speak your truth because that's your job. Cleanse me, nigga. That's your job. You keep up the good work. You're doing a fantastic job.
I'm going to remind you that you have the power to cleanse yourself. You have the power to create change. You have choice.
I like that.
Shake, are you ready? Shake, are you ready to rock and
Look at
roll?
him. He don't even look ready. Come on.
You better be
All
ready,
right.
Shake. Let's get
All
it.
right, so we're moving on to our next segment. All right, for those who don't know, you'll get familiar. This is Shake's Word of the Week. Word of the week.
Word of the week. Word of the week.
There you go, Flash. Oh, on the button.
Hey.
So with this,
it wasn't me. It wasn't me who's gonna be ready. It's this nigga Flash who gotta be ready.
no nigga.
You know
I ain't like your face, bro.
He ain't never ready. He ain't never ready. Okay.
Yeah, ever since you
saying?
got your mustache back, I just feel like you've been giving me looks, bro. You've been giving me looks, bro. I see it in your eyes.
Bro. Cause you know what it is, yo. If you stay ready, you never have to get ready. You hear what I'm saying? Let's get it. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen. So my name is, once again, I'm Shake, America's favorite face, and I'm here to introduce you to today's word of the week. All right. Oh, so today's word of the week is reverence. All right. Reverence is a noun and it's spelled REVERENCE, and it means a deep respect for someone or something. Okay. And I'm gonna use it in this sentence. I have great reverence for my elders. Okay. And like I said, it means to have great respect.
That was good. I got one.
Okay.
All right. So after being a fan of this podcast, after listening to 100 so-odd episodes, I realized that Flash does not have a reverence for Shake.
Oh!
Facts.
Or respect Shake. Flash has a great reverence for Shake, even if he's a piece of crap.
Or we could just say, I have a great reverence for all of you all.
Oh, likewise.
See?
I like where we're going with this.
Yeah, they're going all positive.
All right, let's see who wins for the last one for the year. Let's see who wins this year. Let's go in. Let's show them how sophisticated we are with our vocabulary.
Technically, this is the first one of the year, so you lost already.
First one of the year.
Oh, damn. Right. Dude, I get it.
Hey, thanks for joining another episode of Sophisticatedly Ratchet Podcast, aka So Ratchet Podcast. If you're not a part of the tribe, thanks for joining the tribe. And if you are part of the tribe, thanks for coming back. You can find us on all platforms. You can find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Pandora. You can even find us if you shout out Alexa. She'll plug you in. You can find us on all your favorite social media platforms. We're on Instagram, Threads, Facebook, X, aka Twitter. We're on TikTok at So Ratchet Podcast. If you want to see our beautiful and handsome faces, you can catch us on YouTube at So Ratchet Podcast. And we have new content dropping every Wednesday. All right. You can join us on live on YouTube on every first Wednesday of the month. So pop out and join the tribe. We love to interact with our tribe. They are hilarious. You think we funny? Our tribe.
Tell them what we play. Tell them what we play.
Oh, we play Ratchet Feud. It's a fun game that we made. And it doesn't remind you of any other feud game. This is original shit over here. All right. Like, comment, subscribe, share, leave a review. We love to engage with you, tribe. We want to grow our following, and the only way we can do so with your support. We love you. We look forward to seeing you and all your friends soon. Peace.
Stop, nigga.
You just turned it up.
I like that. Turn up. I actually like that.
Yeah.
Good job.
My fingers, man. It be hitting the screens, man.
Yeah.
All right.
You need some more work.
Slippery fingers, bro.
Watch your mouth. Get back to the show.
Today's episode, we're going to be talking about a So Ratchet Award show. All right. It's the end of the year. And then with the end of the year upon us, it's important for us to highlight specific things that happen. And we have this episode for you to showcase them. All right. So the first item or conversation that we want to showcase is, what was the biggest scandal of the year?
Oh my God.
All right. What was the biggest scandal of 2023? What
2023. That's what we need to say. Make sure.
What was the biggest scandal of 2023, gang? Who wants to go first? If no one wants to go, I'll go because I got one. Go ahead, TJ. What's your scandal?
I was gonna say the moderator could go first, but it definitely did Diddy do it? Did he do it? Did Diddy do it? I feel like it's at the end of the year, but it's the only thing that people are gonna remember for 2023, and I think it's gonna be huge for 2024 as well. So I'm saying my vote goes to I nominate Diddy. The scandal for Diddy. Did Diddy do it?
Okay,
the nomination.
I think that's a really valid one. That's a huge scandal. I have a scandal that I like to nominate.
Go ahead.
The scandal that I want to nominate is the Riverboat Brawl. I don't know if y'all remember back in August.
Is that a scandal though?
The chairs.
That's when the white chair, the lawn chair, became the infamous weapon to use to combat Karens. I think that scandal. Well, I don't even know if you call it a scandal. It was just a
Not
hell
a
of an
scandal, in
event.
my opinion.
It was a moment. It was a moment.
It was a hell of a
moment,
moment.
yeah.
It was a hell of a moment.
It was a Black Pride moment too.
So wait, can we do that different? Can we put that in like a favorite moment in 2023 as opposed to putting it in a scandal?
Let me add that.
I don't know if I consider my favorite moment because I don't know if I consider my favorite moment because people are going to jail from after it, but I think that when it happened,
so just put a moment of 2023. Do you want to say a moment?
Sure.
That could be one of the.
It's not a scandal. That's my moment for 2023 that I classified as a scandal, but we call it a moment. I think that what that moment did was it just proved that Black people can't swim because my man was in the river. He was busting that shit open to get to the dock to save his mans in them. All right. I think that was a hell of a moment. And Black people throw hands when you fuck with Black people. That was for me, that was a visual representation of fuck around and find out. Like if you keep fucking around, you gonna find out why you shouldn't be trying to fuck niggas up on the dock with a boat full of Black people right behind them. I thought that was a hell of a scandal for the year.
I want to add to that. I feel like there was also unity, and there was tons of memes going off. Like it was like the back call for Black people when they need support. Is throw the what is it called?
The hat.
Throw the cap.
You gotta keep the hat on you.
And that was like the bat sign for all of us to be united and to support.
Right.
And they was throwing hands for the diaspora, and I loved every minute of it.
I did. That was united we stand, divided we fall. And it definitely
that's a fact.
So I'm gonna go with Keke Palmer and Darius. That was kind of a
crazy.
We
started off so innocent.
Right. It started off. We all know Keke as just a child prodigy star. She's always positivity around her. And then for this to happen, this definitely was a scandal, and it's right. It was a scandal. So, we hope, let's see, and it's still going too. So let's see what's going to happen in 2024.
You know what? You're right. It definitely did start off innocent with the Usher shit because we were just thinking he just spazzing because his baby mom was bad and Usher's out here caressing her and shit. But in hindsight, this nigga's a monster. There's a reason. Okay, so now look. So let's talk about that for a second. So since we had the writing on the wall with the Usher shit, right? She went to the Usher concert. He went on Instagram. He spoke about how he felt about it. That was a flag. Now, do we want to use this as a precautionary for everybody else? Like, if your man goes to the public to vent about how he feels about your relationship, is that considered a flag? Should we flag that?
Now, here's the
huge
thing.
red flag. It's a huge red flag.
Okay. Here's the thing. It was a flag, but how he felt about what happened in the situation,
that was his feelings.
Didn't seem like a flag at that time.
Correct.
The fact that he went to social media with it is a flag. But the fact that he's like, my woman is out there, she dressed all kinds of ways, and she letting this dude do this to her, and she's a public figure, and she's like out there embarrassing me. So for him, it's like, if I understand how he feels. If I was his friend, if I was his friend, I could see myself being like, yo, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's a conversation you need to have with her. Maybe she shouldn't be doing stuff like that. He has a right to have his feelings, and you cannot tell a man how to feel about his girl outside. And Mash, to be honest with you, you agreed with the nigga at first. You know what I'm saying? If we go back to the episode, 100%. You agreed with him. Like, yo, she shouldn't be out there, with Usher singing to her crazy, because you never know what can happen. She's famous. She could be backstage with Usher, or like in the next few minutes, right after the concert, right? You know what I'm saying? And it make it look crazy.
Go ahead, TJ. What you had to say?
I disagree. I feel like if you're going to be in the entertainment business, you're going to need to have thick skin, especially if you're dating me. And she is a public figure, and it was all about the image. This is what they do. She sang on the thing. She showed her body. She just had a baby. You didn't have to see it as her, being revealing and flirting with Usher. Usher does that to every woman at his show. It's a part of his performance, and he's married in a relationship. And yes, a man does have a right to his feelings, but he did not have to take it public, one. And number two, you have to understand who your partner is. She's a public figure, and she's doing this, one, to enjoy the show with Usher, but also to publicize whatever she's doing. Like, there's a reason why they have those seats. You know what I'm saying? Like it's publicity for her, it's publicity for Usher, and she's in the industry. You know, you have to be very secure within yourself and secure within your relationship. And I think that that's where they failed. And if you go back to the court documents, there's a series of issues that happened with their relationship prior to this event, of him being controlling and manipulative and all these other things. So they had a lot of trouble in paradise to begin with. It just didn't start from that episode. I mean, from that incident that we saw as the public.
Okay.
And that's all in the court documents.
True.
Flash, you had something you wanted to say?
Well, I had a scandal.
Okay.
I was just
okay.
Yeah. So my scandal nomination, I'm gonna go with hopefully I pronounce her name right, but it's Amy Robach and TJ Holmes. Now I feel like this was the end of last year, but the beginning of this year too. So these were the two newscasters who were having, like, you know, their affair or whatever the case. They were two. No, they didn't wife swap.
Oh, they didn't. Okay, go ahead.
No. These were weren't they on CNN? These were the newscasters on CNN that got caught out.
Well, you tell a tribe. Tell a
Yes,
tribe right now.
scandal.
Let us know. Yeah.
Okay, so these were two newscasters. I want to say they were
female,
from CNN.
male.
It was a female and a male, and they had got caught together out doing their affair. And you know, they were both married or whatever the case is, but they were spending a lot of time together, and they also were on TV a lot together. So you would see them, you know, on TV performing, doing their morning show, whatever the case is. But then, you know, behind closed doors, they had their own beautiful relationship going on. And I feel like that was an excellent scandal for 2022, honestly.
Wait, but I'm confused. So they had an intimate relationship, and they both were already in relationships, and so it shows that they were cheating?
And they were taken on TV. Yeah, and they were taken on TV, and somebody hired a detective to go find out what was going on with them. Yeah, and so, you know, both of their marriages kind of went to shambles, or you know, got into situations because of it, because nobody knew. And they've worked together for years on TV. So, you know, shit got messy real quick. And I want to say they were let go from the network as well, based on, you know, this whole thing becoming a bigger than what it was.
Scandal. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I ain't gonna hold you. I was thinking about it. I was sitting here like, yo, if my scandal ended up like this, where I lose my job and all my other shit, even my marriage, I got to go be with the person I cheated with. Like, that's
facts. Be together for life now.
Like, yeah, well, you can't even leave now. We in this together.
Are they on?
What? Who? Amy and TJ? You said, are they still together?
Didn't you say?
I don't know.
Yeah, no, I'm saying that they are. They are together.
Oh, they are.
Yes.
Oh, so that's gang. All right, so they did it right. Oh shit! Look at that. That's a love story.
I believe they still are. Yeah.
All right, so that's my scandal / love story of the year, though.
That's how the side chick becomes the main chick. Okay.
Yeah, they talking about they not rushing down the aisle with each other and all this stuff yet, so they're still together.
They happy. Okay.
My scandal was Sam Bankman-Fried. He pretty much did a Ponzi scheme, and he screwed a bunch of people over in the crypto industry. He was like the 41st richest American in U.S. history, and then they just recently plus he's only 31 years old. He was just recently found guilty of fraud. And he hasn't been sentenced yet, but they're gonna sentence him. And they're guessing he's gonna get something along the lines of 10 to 20 years. But you know, it's gonna be soft time. But it's like one of the biggest schemes of the year. Like he schemed like a bunch of people. He was like he's pretty much on the level with Bernie Madoff.
Okay.
At 31, you know I mean? That's an accomplishment.
Yeah. It's like he made way more money. He made way more money.
Hustling,
right?
Niggas,
so join us for the live tonight. We'll talk about the episode. Next topic that I got for you all is award for the person who needs a time machine. Now, I think that this is gonna go in alignment with the scandal, because I think that TJ's option is gonna be the same nigga who need a time machine. It
is.
TJ, you want to go first? Who's your person who needs a time machine?
Well, I'm definitely going to say it's Diddy. I'm sure he'd want to go back to the 90s and make sure he drugged all the women, had them sign NDAs and all types of shit. Did his dirt by his lonely, didn't include anybody else into it. So that these things would not come back and haunt that ass. Surviving Diddy coming soon.
Yeah. That's Diddy could definitely use a time machine.
Yo, as for me, I feel like the person that needs a time machine, and we may have forgot about it, but it happened this year. My man Tori Lanez got sentenced this year, and I know he had wished he had a time machine, and if he could go back and not put out that dope ass album he put out after he shot.
It's good that he ain't do it, right?
My girl, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If he had shut the fuck up, it was just like, you know. You know what I'm saying? And talk to Megan, you know what I'm saying? Instead of being a dick, he would not be in jail right now. You know what I'm saying? Because she would have had his back. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, from the beginning, she said she had his back until he put out an album and slandered her. Okay, now the album was fire. Okay, however, was it worth this? Was it worth the years in prison, bro? Was it worth it?
So I'm conflicted about Tory Lanez. You know, I feel like, I mean, it's me putting on my conspiracy hat. I feel like they tried to get my man Tory Lanez. I feel like it's a conspiracy. All right, Tory Lanez made some genius financial moves. He cracked the system. He figured out how to sell out his album as an NFT. Made a lot of money, and it just so happened he get caught in these accusations, and now man's them is in jail. I feel sorry for Tory Lanez because he can't spend all that big money that he got. I do think that we need to take into consideration that even though you're guilty in a court of law, does that actually mean you guilty in real life just because you got convicted?
A lot of the time.
Some of the times, yeah, a lot of false convictions for a lot of people that, you know, that claims were made about them that weren't true once more evidence came out years later.
I ain't knocking that.
It's a real thing. And I think that's worth considering is that even though you are found guilty, it don't always mean that you're guilty. You just mean that these people thought you were guilty of whatever they accuse you of.
With the evidence that they had.
Bro,
right. And I think that's something they had in mind.
Bro, so you telling me that the phone conversations that they recorded of this dude saying that
I didn't hear those. I didn't hear that.
He talked to her best friend. It was like, how's she doing? I'm so sorry. I was late.
All I'm saying is we wasn't there. And since we wasn't there, we can't speak to the truth of what happened. And just because you get convicted, it don't always mean that you're guilty. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Mo, who do you think needs a time machine? Love? Who do you think?
Oh Lord, I'm trying not to repeat. Who needs a time machine?
You can repeat.
Yeah. Diddy might need a time machine. Diddy might want to go back. Yeah, he might want to go back because I think, I feel like, this is my opinion. I feel like now he's probably a little more reformed than he was back then, but I feel like back then he was cocky as hell. You know what I mean? So back then, if he had a time machine, maybe he would think not to be like that. And I could just see him saying craziness and doing craziness because that's the type of energy that he carried. Like, oh, he was just, you know, out there and cocky, as opposed to kind of how he is now. So yeah, I think he might need a time machine to go back and kind of work around some of these things.
Okay. Here's the thing about Diddy needing a time machine to me. I feel like Diddy's personality is the reason why he's so successful. So it's kind of a gift and a curse. He would also need to go back and change a bunch of things, like because he fucked up a lot of times. It's not like he go back to one point and say, "Hey,
right, that's what I'm saying.
Stop yourself from doing that." Like he has to go back. Like this is a long. He was in a relationship.
It's a lineage.
Years.
No way, Shake. He need to pull like a quantum leap moment and go back to his childhood and be like, "Yo, look, nigga, don't be a dick. All right?
Son.
Don't be a dick."
You see, and you know what's gonna happen? Then Diddy wouldn't be Diddy. We wouldn't even have Bad Boy. We wouldn't have nothing. He would have become a pastor. He would have become a pastor.
And maybe the world would be a better place if there was never no Diddy. You never know.
He would have made Good Boy. He would have made Good Boy.
You never know. You complete, Mo?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, I'm just to add one thing. Like, I think he would need, because it's not only this. Like, yes, this is the highlight of his scandal, but if you just go back and you look at all the artists that Diddy had and things of that nature, it's kind of the same pattern of things.
Horrible.
Yeah. So I just wanted to add that too.
He definitely got to go back to the childhood and be like, yo, be nice to the people we got working under you. Just be nice to these people.
I think he needs to go back to conception. He was a Scorpio. Y'all know how I feel about Scorpios. But this falls within the characteristics.
You want to make his mom like conceive him on a different
Go
date.
back.
Like,
Conceive
wow.
him a few months prior, a few months later. I mean, Sagittarius are very successful too. He could have just been born. You know, Jay-Z's.
But from nothing.
Shout out to all the tribe members who are Scorpios. Just know that TJ has a large disdain for y'all, but it's all good. You got 4 other people who bang with y'all. We bang with y'all.
You get banged on.
The person that I think needs a time machine, and this is a somber moment for me. This is my man Jeremy Renner. All right, my man Jeremy Renner. If y'all don't remember, my man played Hawkeye in the Marvel MCU universe.
Oh, word!
He got run over by a snowplow this year. Right, we have reported on
terrible.
this, and he's recovering now. He's able to walk, you know. But I bet he wish he had a time machine to go back in time and not decide to, you know, plow that particular
his own
day.
shit.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like hire somebody.
But he did do it to save his nephew. So you know he did it in an act of bravery. I respect it. I admire it. But I'm sure he wish he had a time machine to go back and undo that. Shout out to Hawkeye.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Anybody else? Flash?
Yeah, I got one, man. I'm gonna go with my good guy Joe Johnson. I feel like he need a time machine.
Joe Johnson or Joe Smith?
Joe Smith. Right?
Joe Smith. Is it Joe Smith or Joe Johnson?
Joe Smith.
Joe Smith.
Who married?
Joe Johnson played for the Brooklyn Nets.
So yeah, Joe Smith. I don't know where I got Johnson from them.
Damn,
so Joe Smith
and one
black person's name, and you just
Joe Smith want to go back in time to where he didn't meet Kisha Chavis, where he wasn't even into strippers, all types of shit. All right, he wants to go back to a time where he can manage that money properly. All right, maybe not even all that money. You know what I'm saying? Because Joe Johnson right now, I think he's feeling the brunt of
Joe Smith, bro.
Joe Smith. I'm sorry, Joe Johnson, if I keep saying, you know, you should need a time machine too. But if you do, nigga, take it. All right,
Joe Johnson, you need a time machine. All right, you should never join the Celtics. All right, you should never join the Brooklyn Nets. You should never join the Brooklyn Nets. Okay, that was my man P team.
I like Joe Johnson though, man. I appreciate him though. Great player. But yeah, Joe Smith, yeah, he needs a time machine. I say Kisha Chavis is guilty. All right. So guilty. Give it to him. All right, I'm going with that. That's my thought. I'm complete.
Okay.
All right, bet. To all my music lovers out there, I have a question for you. What was your album of the year? All right. Does anybody have a favorite album of the year? I mean, me personally, I have a favorite. Oh, you want to go, TJ? Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
All right. So my favorite album of this year was my man Jordan. Let me pull his album up. My man Jordan Ward. All right. He got an album called Move Ward. Right. Fire. Popular songs called White Crocs. Is an R&B artist. I love the vibe of his music. I've been listening to this album over and over again once I found out about Jordan Ward. I highly recommend anybody who listens to his album, give it a spin. All right. This is my man's here.
Nice.
All right, Jordan Ward.
Okay.
Move Ward. And that's my album to recommend for the year. What you got, TJ?
Queen B. Where all my bees at? Put y'all crowns on. The Renaissance.
It came out last year, but I'll take it.
That's still an album. That's an album.
That's your album. It's your album. Go ahead.
It's my album. It's my album for 2023. It just spoke to my spirit. A lot of her lyrics spoke to my spirit. Her concert was like huge for this year. Just seeing her in this light, captivating her audience, being in her truth. And it was a moment for the Beehive. It was a moment for everybody that wasn't even a fan. Because to be honest, I'm really not a huge fan of Beyonce. I just love her. I enjoyed her music, and this album spoke to me. I went to her last show, and I knew I had to go to it because I missed when she came to New York. She actually never came to New York. She went to New Jersey. But I get it. It was the tri-state area.
Wasn't the stadium big enough to hold her? That's the reality behind it.
Right.
That's exactly what it was. But it was a moment, especially, everyone going in with the themes of wearing metallic. And it was just such a vibe. Like that album, that concert, she is also my icon, but I'll get there. For me, it's album of the year for me as well. For me. I'm complete.
Anybody else?
I could go next.
Go ahead.
Okay. I don't really listen to albums, to be honest. I don't. But I stumbled upon, which is very crazy for me because I'm not a big fan of this individual like that. But I stumbled upon her album, and I'm going to give that lady props. Her album is fire, and it recently came out, and that is Nicki Minaj. I'm gonna give Nicki Minaj props.
Really? Her new album that just dropped.
I'm not the biggest fan of Nicki Minaj.
Okay.
That album is fire. That album.
The product is official.
You got a track in particular I should listen to? I haven't listened to it. What track stands out to you?
I can pull it up. Yes, I sure can. Her first, and it's the first track on the album. I love the first track of the album. I'm gonna pull it up to give you the name of it. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, so I just recently listened to her album, and I'm catching because I know I'm not the biggest Nicki Minaj fan, but baby, I was like, wait a minute now. The first one is called "Are You Gone Already?" That song. Very sentimental song. I love that song. It's another song featuring J. Cole that I like. It's called "Let Me Calm Down." That's number 6 on the album. So number 1 on the album, I like "Let Me Calm Down" on the album. A lot of people right now like FTCU, which is "Fuck the Club Up." That's number 3 in the album. And I also like, I ain't gonna lie, I like "Everybody" with Lil Uzi Vert. That's out right now. Everybody. That song is fire.
I ain't hear it yet.
If you never heard this, I'm gonna just play it really quickly. This song is out right now. This song is going crazy right now. Everybody, you know this? And everybody's doing the dance. So that song, that's not one of my favorite songs, but that's the song that's out right now. That's hitting it. But I love "Let Me Calm Down" by featuring J. Cole. I also like the last track on her album called "Just the Memories." So I'm gonna give her little props. The album is right.
Nah, shout out to Nicki though.
Shout out to Nicki Minaj.
Shout out to the Barbs.
Yeah, shout out to the Barbs.
Yeah.
Who you got, Flash?
Let me do mine. So Spotify reminded me of this when they did their end of the year wrap up and shit. And apparently, and I agree. I think the album I got the most pleasure from today, all pun intended, was Janelle Monet, "The Age of Pleasure." That was mine.
I love that.
We talked about that.
I loved everything from her showing her titties on Twitter to all the tracks on the album. It made me feel like, damn, son, like I'm not freeing up myself enough sometimes, but it's a really good album. It gets me in vacation mode. It makes me want to get naked. I want to work out. I don't know. It's a lot of things I get from the album. I like it a lot. All right. I got if I had a runner up though, I would do Summer Walker's album. I think it was called Claire 2 Soft Life EP. Yeah, I love that album from her too. It was a really dope album at a really dope time. So but Janelle Monet, that's my pick.
For me, I would say Burna Boy's album. I like Burna Boy. I realized he had an album called I Told Them, right? On Spotify. All right. Yeah. It's pretty good. And it makes it, the thing about because I like soca music, right? I like the up tempo and I love the fun of it. So I feel like with Afro beats, you get that up tempo, but you also get like smooth songs, like things that you can fuck to. Because I can't have sex to soca. I can have sex to some Afro beats. So
that's right.
All right, back out with some soca.
Oh God, soca, right? You can't
jump up and wine. No, we didn't do it all that, right? But
dang, I don't know.
Afrobeats is a little bit more smoother. I ain't gonna lie, I use it a lot for sex. But it was I really enjoyed the album. Okay.
All right.
Quick.
I can't remember the last time I fucked to some music.
All the time.
You
don't know what you're missing out on.
Yeah. Just let it play.
Never before, or like just a long.
I can't remember. I just can't remember the last time I fucked to music.
Nah,
were you in love at the time?
I guess that's why I wasn't in love.
That might be.
Nah, you don't need to be in love to fuck the music.
Facts, nigga.
I agree because I haven't been in. But maybe that's it.
It sets the mood. You burn some candles. You set the mood. You play a little music track. It don't need to be loud. You keep it light and low. Shit, but it kind of what it does is it gives you a cadence to your stroke. You know what I mean?
I like that.
Yeah, you feel what I'm saying?
It gives you a cadence to your stroke.
What about words of the week?
Yo, you know why I'm laughing? Because I've seen myself do the same setup, but then I'll be like choking, be like, "You fucking whore!" Like, it's romantic.
While the soft music is playing in the background, you over here like you fucking whore. I can't.
You fucking whore.
I'm
sad.
Yo, real quick.
I think it's
something about that just made the pussy quit though. Something about that made the pussy quit just now.
I'm telling you.
Something about that though. But I digress.
Real quick, I just want to throw an honorable mention on there. This isn't album of the year, but for me, this is definitely hip hop verse of the year. For those who listen to hip hop, give a listen to Lil Yachty and J. Cole's song, The Secret Recipe. All right, this is probably one of the hardest verses of J. Cole's career. I mean, the shit that this nigga was spitting on this shit was so hard. It made me go back and listen to the lyrics again on Rap Genius so I can decode how hard this nigga was spitting. But this nigga was going off on this song. All right, so I highly recommend anybody who likes hip hop or rap to listen to Lil Yachty and J. Cole's The Secret Recipe. He fucking blacked on that verse. He blacked on that verse.
Gotcha.
All right. Next category we have. Oh, again, Tribe. We want you to vote on who you nominate. I mean, on the nominees.
Nice.
All right. We want you to circle back on the live tonight. Once you listen to the episode, we're gonna go live 9:00. Exactly. We're gonna talk about the results and chop it up with you, Tribe. Next category we have is most ratchet couple of the year.
Too easy.
Right.
Too easy. Go, Mo.
Of course you can. Ladies first. Get them.
Blueface and Chrisean Rock. I'm about tired of them.
You said Blueface and Chrisean?
Yes.
Okay.
I second that nomination, but tell us your reason why, Mo.
I just can't. It's just so much with them. Whew. And then they went and had a child.
Allegedly.
Okay, allegedly. It's just so much, and I just feel both of them have trauma, and I just feel like this is what it looks like when two people have trauma, and then it unfolds. It's instead of them talking to each other, they talk to the internet,
social media.
It's a lot, and it's so much, and it's just toxic. It really is.
Okay,
and it's actually kind of sad, in my opinion.
I second that nomination. I second that nomination, but I also want to say that I'm kind of happy to see that there's an end to 2023 with it. Yeah. She damages his home. He steals the baby from the babysitter, beats up the babysitter. It's just a lot of toxic shit, but I'm also grateful that she's ready to move on. I'm grateful that she's like done with it, because seeing her as a Black woman, oh, my heart hurt for her. Even as a Black man, I see him, making his mistakes too. But as a Black woman, my heart hurt for her, seeing her so angry and so full of rage and doing violent outbursts, in her immaturity. But I pray that this baby really does change her life, and I can tell that it already has. Like, she's done with him. She's like, so I'm happy for the closure of this for her 2023.
Got you. So I'm gonna say that my favorite or my most ratchet couple of the year. I got two nominees. First nominee, Will and Jada and Pac. All right, they might not be technically ratchet to some people, but I'm gonna go with Will Smith and Jada. I mean, I'm so finished. I hope 2023 we end this conversation about them. But throughout the year, I have been thoroughly entertained by her shenanigans. Her shenanigans. Thoroughly entertained by her shenanigans. All right, that's my nominee.
Let him cook. Right. Go ahead, man.
Next nominee is Joe Smith.
That's mine.
Kisha Chavis.
Oh, you good here? Nominate him.
The nomination.
Hey, look. Y'all should have said something when I said I had to. All right, y'all should have said something when I said I had to. All right, Joe Smith.
Let you come back.
Joe Smith and Kisha Chavis. I think that they are top tier ratchet couple of the year. I mean, they're not leaving each other because they both have to pay each other. But these people definitely need counseling. They definitely need counseling. Go ahead, Go ahead.
I'm not gonna go.
You run second the nomination.
Second my nomination. Go ahead. Jump on my bandwagon.
But then that's weird. That's weird. Why I gotta go under the spew?
Bro, because you have great reverence for the spew. That's why.
Oh man.
But
And
you
you
can
do
share
that.
your
I'm definitely
reason.
not
We want to
going
hear
up
from the
there.
philosopher.
Yo,
We wanna hear
I'm
from the
being honest with
philosopher.
you.
Why?
I wanna.
Why?
Oh, go ahead, Flash. Go ahead.
No. Nah, go ahead. I'm done. That was my choice though.
Nah, I actually wanted to talk about a nice couple that I'm kind of really happy about, and it was J-Lo and Ben Affleck. I'm happy to see them back together. They seem so. They seem. You know, I want to talk about like the non-toxic couple going into 2024, right?
Ooh.
And I think. Yeah, I think that they are a great couple, and I'm happy that they're back together, even though they have some trauma from the previous time that they were together. They seem to be working it out, and you know that gives me hope, especially when I see couples like Will Smith and Jada going through what they're going through. You know what I'm saying? And I thought they were the most invincible couple ever at one point in my life.
Until
right?
Jada opened the door and let us into their relationship, and we get to
Let
see
us
just how
in.
toxic she is.
And we don't get to see that.
But my toxic relationship of the year was Kisha, Chavis, and what's this guy, Joe Smith?
3 nominations. Okay.
Yeah, it was 3 nominations, right? But I wanted to just talk about Ben Affleck and J-Lo.
So
before we move on,
go ahead. I just going to piggyback on Shake's good couple. Shout out to Ashanti and Nelly.
I was about to say that.
Sometimes spinning the block is not always bad.
Yeah, facts.
Is not always bad.
Facts,
yeah.
So that's exactly what I was gonna say. Is that 2023 was the year of the comeback. You know, spinning the block and actually making it work. I actually had somebody in my life that spent the block and came back for a little bit. But 2023 is something about that year. Why did everybody go back to somebody for some reason? So let's see how successful that goes. But Nelly and Ashanti look happy.
That happened with me too. I spent the block as well.
You did.
See, everybody spent the block in 2023.
The block, but it was successful.
Sometimes the grass ain't always greener elsewhere. Sometimes, you know, it's greener in the water.
I'm gonna bring up an example too, even though it's an old example, but it didn't happen in 2023. But I just say that to say like Nene Leakes and her husband, who's now he passed away, but they actually got divorced. And came back and got remarried again. I'm just saying. So that just showed you spinning the block.
Possible.
Yeah, it's possible.
It happens.
It's possible.
Yep. Yo, Mo, Mo, I know you got the tea and shit. What's up with the Braxton lady? Like, is she messy right now?
Tamar.
So Tamar spun the block as well. Yes, Tamar and JR spun the block.
Who's she back with?
JR. She's back with JR.
Who's that?
For those of you who don't know, Tamar, Evelyn Lozada, and Nivea had a show out. It was actually out this year called Queen's Court, where they met. It was a dating show. Tamar and JR have been together since the dating show. I want to say that JR is an attorney. He's white. He's Caucasian. And they had recently, they had broke up, and it was allegedly that he had something going with Tommy from Love and Hip Hop.
I did hear that. She said he ate my ass.
Right. Wow. And whatever but yet she had a whole man. So whatever. So he came out. He came out and talked about, and was very apologetic. He acknowledged his wrongdoings. And Tamar was like, I'm taking my man back. So yes, they spun the block as well. So right now they're living in.
Shout out to the ass eating and getting taken back for real.
Yo, that wasn't even in the thing. That wasn't even in our list. But the Spin the Block Award is real for 2023. You heard?
Yo, to the fellas. If your shorty ate a nigga ass and wanted to come back to you, would you let her come back? Like if she left you, y'all broke up, and you found out that she was out here eating niggas' asses while y'all was broken up. She never ate your ass. Would you take her back?
I don't know, man. She sounded like she went next level on the sex shit. So maybe I probably would. She clean her mouth, nigga.
I got next. Is what you saying? I got next.
You
guys, Flash, what happened?
Nah, you know what's wild? I ain't gonna let her eat my ass, but I'm gonna ask her like, what else can you do before I take it back? Like, I need to know like what other powers you got before I make this choice on some real shit. Like, what else you been learning out here while you been being a hoe again?
It was like, if you did this shit when we was together, we probably never broke up. Why you out here doing shit with these other niggas?
She got names and moves and shit. Oh, let me show you this. The ball busted for. I'm like, what? I'm with the shit.
I don't want to see it.
So
Try that shit on me.
all right. Next category. We're gonna wrap up after this category. We capping out of the hour. Next category I have was what was the movie of the year, Tribe? What would you say was the movie of the year?
Yo, hold up. Put me on this.
Okay, go for it,
right
gang.
here. Now I kind of want a description of it so I can tell you guys exactly what it was about. All right. So there was a movie out. I believe it came out on Netflix specifically. No, actually it was Prime Video, right? It was Jamie Foxx and he had played a lawyer. It was called The Burial. It was a great movie.
I did.
Yes,
it was such a good movie. You know what I'm saying? It came on Amazon. And
Amazon,
he played a lawyer.
That shit was tough. That shit was tough. I saw that.
Yeah,
shit.
who had uncovered some shit from these funeral
homes, big businesses. Yep.
This funeral group that was just taking advantage of poor neighborhoods, and it's a true story, by the way.
Yes, it is.
In which they sued this guy. Like, what they tried to do with Tommy Lee Jones' character was they tried to they offered to sell him. They offered to buy him out, and then when they found out he was going out of business, they stalled it and decided to wait until he went out of business and buy his business for pennies on a dollar. So because they backed out of the contract, now he's suing them. And during this whole trial, they're uncovering all kinds of crazy stuff about.
But let's talk about another major fact too,
and trash practices that they've been doing.
And not only that, Jamie, I think it's important too, because Jamie Foxx's character, although he was an attorney, he was not this type of attorney. He was an injury attorney. He was a personal injury attorney. So this was something new for him too, coming into this realm. So to look at that and how he succeeded in that was crazy, because he was a well-known personal injury attorney, and he also did a lot of work just for mainly, which was the truth, Black people. This was like his at the time the first white client that he had.
Just to take it a step further, this movie, The Burial, is based on the true story, right? Like Shake said, the man's name is Willie E. Gray and Gary, and what he did, he's the giant killer. That's what they call him in the industry of law, right? So he had a case against Disney. He won a case against motherfucking. Let me run down the list, because I actually looked this up after I watched the movie.
Crazy.
His track was millions and millions of dollars awarded based on his cases. Hold on, I'm gonna give
you. He was very successful.
And
Jamie Foxx did a great job embodying his character. He always does. He always does. His relationship with his wife was very beautiful as well.
Beautiful.
I enjoyed to see a very successful Black.
It was really
couple.
dope. Yeah.
I wanted to talk about. I guess while you looked that up, I'll just mention two movies if I can. They were one was on BET, which was even though it was on BET, it really was a lot of people was talking about it, and it was a movie that Mo'Nique was in, and it was called The Reading.
One?
It was called The Reading.
Is it scary?
Yes, it was. Yeah, it was a scary movie, but everybody was talking about that movie at one point. And of course, on Netflix, Nowhere was still a big movie. Nowhere, where she was stranded in the middle of the
Oh, you put me
ocean.
on that one.
Yeah. That was a good one. But The Reading, The Reading was a movie by Mo'Nique, and it's called The Reading. Everybody was talking about that movie, and the fact that it was on BET, it was good. It was on BET Plus, as a matter of fact.
Okay.
It was called The Reading.
For those who don't, damn, what was the name of that movie? Hold on, I gotta look it up now.
Let me get my
Go ahead,
Flash.
All right, so I wanted to name a movie. Well, number one, I'm gonna name a movie from this year. I just want to let you know that I don't watch movies too often. I catch up on shit late, but I did watch a movie called Everything Everywhere All at Once this year, and I love that movie. I know a lot of people thought it was weird and shit, but I really enjoyed that movie. But I wanted to give this episode grace to try to give a movie from this year. So I ended up watching Headliners Only recently. It's on Netflix. It's just a kind of take into Chris Rock and Kevin Hart kind of going through their whole, I guess, growth into comedy and shit like that. And I don't know, for me, I feel like I love learning history or seeing other comics talk about the history of comedians and stuff like that. So you get to see so many other great comedians tell funny stories, and I love comedians, and even when it comes to just funny raw niggas like Patrice O'Neal and all this other motherfucker, they have so much stories and shit with these people. And I really enjoyed the stories that a lot of the comedians on that show got to share. So yeah, I'm gonna go with that.
What is the name of it again?
Headliners Only.
Okay, I'll take a look at that. Thank you. Is it on Amazon?
It's on Netflix.
I think he's in
Netflix. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
it's something recent. This is what I got.
So I chose a movie that was actually in the box office. It was at the movie theaters. I should have did something Amazon or Netflix, kind of Hulu related, but it's the Barbie movie. I made a whole event out of it. Barbie was nostalgic for me, but I will say that this movie really. It wasn't until I analyzed it and had to watch it like 3 times because it wasn't exactly what I expected. I made a whole event out of it. You know, it was, multiple generations. I brought my mom to the movie theaters and I brought my goddaughter to the movie theaters. We dressed up like Black Barbies and we were so excited to see it. And the movie was very different, to say the least. We're going to have to do a Ratchet Rope review on it for sure after MASH watches it.
For sure.
I saw it already.
But it wasn't the typical. Yeah, it wasn't the typical Barbie movie that you thought you were gonna see, and we all dressed up for it, and we sat in the movie theater like, oh shit, okay, this is what it is. But I want to say that a lot was revealed to me in that movie, and it was dope seeing it with my mother and my goddaughter, and having a conversation with my goddaughter after the fact to see what she got from the movie and what she got from just a lot of the things that happened in the movie, and to place it into what she was experiencing today. Because there's a lot of highlights in the movie that I think a lot of young women experience and older women experience. It takes you through the journey as a woman. And I don't think that we were expecting that. We were thinking of more carefree, very chill vibe of Barbie, dress up in pink and celebrate. And it wasn't exactly that. But we'll dive into that for the Ratchet Overview, Tribe.
Facts.
Okay.
So my movie choice was Across the Spider-Verse. All right. So for those who don't know, I'm a big fan of superhero things. All right. Miles Morales is one of the greatest Spider-Man ever. Fight me in the comments. I don't care. Peter Parker's cool. He's not fucking with Miles Morales. All right. Across the Spider-Verse was the second part of a 3-part trilogy. All right. If you missed it, you got time to watch the first and the second. The third one's going to be coming out probably next year, the year after. Fire. All right. Great visuals. The art styles was amazing. The music was amazing. The plot was amazing. Me, as a fan of comic books and comic book lore, I love a good plot twist. When you can catch me with a plot twist, who knows all the backstories, all the source material, when you plot twist me, you got me. I fucking loved it. I loved it to death.
Okay.
Across the Spider-Verse is my shit. The other movie that I wanted to point out, it's a Netflix movie. I just recently saw it. Leave the World Behind.
We saw this. Definitely saw that. We saw it. I saw it.
Watch it.
Right?
Yeah, I put TJ.
Do I gotta watch it?
I hated the ending though, Mash. I hated the ending.
Wait, no, stop! Don't spoil it! Stop!
It's on Netflix. I highly recommend you check it out, Tribe. I fucking love this movie. You know what I mean? I'm a doomsday prepper at heart. It's called Leave the World Behind.
Leave the World Behind.
It's intense. I started growing food because I was preparing for the apocalypse. All right. I think everyone should watch this movie because there were so many jewels dropped on this shit. So fucking good. Check out Leave the World Behind. That's my movie Netflix recommendation. Across the Spider-Verse is my movie of the year. Sorry, real quick before we go, I just want to take a second to shout out my man. I always mess his name up. Marshala Ali. How I say his name? Mo? Homeboy from TJ, you seen the movie, right?
Which one?
Leave the World Behind.
Oh, but which was the cat? The main
Leave the World
character.
Behind.
I don't know. I don't remember his name.
I know it was Julia Roberts was in it, and
the black guy, Mo.
Black
guy.
I always pronounce his name wrong.
Don't you be butchering nobody.
I'm
shout out to him. He did a great job. Yes,
shout out to him. He did an amazing job. I keep saying it. I think I'm saying it wrong.
Don't say his name then, but say it.
Marshala. That guy, Mr. Ali. Mr. Ali, I have a lot of reverence for you.
Marshala Ali.
Right. You
Mahershala Ali.
You killed.
Y'all got me over.
And
I got me writing this down.
I'm so looking forward to what you do in Blade, bro. Like, please stick with Blade. I know they out here fucking the script up for you, gang. I know they're doing a lot of things with this whole woke culture. They weaponized the word woke. That's a whole nother thing. But in terms of like, you know, them changing the script and making an all-female cast for a lead character movie that you really deserve, bro, please stay with the movie. Appreciate you. That's my 2 cents. I'm complete.
Okay.
He did a great job in that movie.
Next. He did. Everybody
killed
did, in
it.
my opinion. Everybody killed it.
That's it. These are our Sophisticatedly Ratchet Award Show nominees. Tribe, please
right,
join us on our live tonight.
Yeah.
Voting tonight. We're voting tonight, and we're giving away a gift.
We are?
Okay.
Yeah, we
make sure they go. Make sure they go to the post.
Are.
We're gonna be posting these, right?
All right. So yeah, we're gonna be posting
yeah.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
Okay.
How are we giving out gifts? This is new. How are we doing this gift?
We're giving a giveaway every
know.
live for the
Okay,
new
well,
year.
we're gonna let y'all know.
We discussed this.
We got 2 weeks to let y'all know how this gift is gonna work. But hey, look, stay tuned. All right, we got more shit for y'all.
Who's the wild winner? Who's the word of the week winner?
We already know. Give me my reference.
Okay.
Give me my reference. You know who won.
You
know who won. That's right.
Wait.
All right. And before we leave, it was MASH though.
It was
I think
MASH.
Shake said it won. And before we leave, I would like to also talk about Sophisticatedly Ratchet merch. Please shop us at SoRatchetShop.com. We have t-shirts. We have sweatshirts. Guys, it's on sale. Run, not walk.
Don't
Run,
tell them.
not walk. These are on sale. Please go to SoRatchetShop.com. Get you a t-shirt. Let me tell y'all something. The quality is excellent. Get your hoodie too. The hoodie quality is excellent, y'all. I'm just saying. I mean, I'm just, I'm trying to keep it real. But get the hoodie, as you can see, Mash showing.
Especially if you got anemia.
Get the t-shirts.
You anemic, get that.
Stay warm.
Once again, SoRatchetShop.com. Shop us. Things are on sale. When I tell you to run, not walk, run there. Okay, that's what I wanted to say.
My this is all cap, but my sister got the hoodie. She don't even wear a winter coat no more. That ass.
Okay.
You start with this is all cap. Disclaimer: this is all cap. But my sister, she don't wear socks no more, so she got this shake back.
She put the baby in the kangaroo pouch, nigga. That ass, bro. Come on, son.
Let's do the 2020 before we out of here.
Hit me with the 2020, bro.
Hit with the 2020 before we out.
You bent over and froze.
Hey, Tribe, thanks for joining another episode of Sophisticatedly Ratchet Podcast. If you don't know, we love you. And we thank you for joining. All right, Tribe? You don't eat a dick. He's telling Shake to eat a dick. All right. So we really want to let y'all know that y'all can find us on all platforms. All right. Wherever you listen to podcasts, we there. On Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Pandora. Alexa even knows us. Shout us out. She'll pop us in. You can find us on all social media platforms where you stream and scroll. You can catch us on Instagram, aka Threads. You can catch us on Facebook, Twitter, aka X. You can catch us on TikTok at So Ratchet Podcast, one word. And if you love us the way you love us, you should check us on YouTube, all right, at So Ratchet Podcast. All right, we have new content dropping every Wednesday. We go live every first Wednesday of the month. We love to hear your feedback. Leave a review, drop a comment, share with a friend. We're looking to get better at this, all right? And the only way for us to get better is for your support, Tribe. Share us with a friend so we can grow the tribe and make some things happen. And buy some merch. Look at this t-shirt. It's quality cotton material, all right? We even cut the tags off and put new tags on with QRL codes. So you
800 thread.
All right, we out here marketing like geniuses, all right?
800 thread count.
Join the tribe. So,
that's all cap.
You don't have to wear socks no more. You don't gotta wear socks no more.
Whatever.
All right,
we good.
Happy New Year. See you tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yes.
Peace.
Peace, y'all.